Hi, my name's Paul Grogan, and in this Gaming Rules Podblast, I'm giving a short interview with Matt Evans from Creaking Shelves, who you may know has been on the show before. He's been on the main podcast. Me and Matt were at Handycon over the weekend, which is a UK gaming convention. There were other people there as well, obviously, and I just wanted to have a chat with Matt on the Sunday morning, just to see what games he'd been playing at the weekend, a little bit about what I've been up to, and also things that Matt's been up to with his new video series. So, let's go ahead with the interview. So, it's Sunday morning, it's snowing outside, me and Matt Evans are here at Handycon. Welcome back to the show, Matt.
Hi, good to be back.
Now, Matt was last on the show just before Essen 2017. We had you on for the preview show. You and Tom and me were talking about all the games we were looking forward to. And then, of course, we didn't have you on the show after Essen because you didn't come with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't invited.
But, so, quick, just going back to that quickly, was there anything that we covered in the preview show that you have since played that you were like, yes, I was excited about it and I was right to be excited about it, or if you can remember back to the ones that you talked about?
I seem to remember being quite keen to try The Expanse.
Yes.
I have played that and I was a little bit upset.
Okay.
by it. I didn't enjoy
is an
it.
interesting word.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad game by any means.
Right.
And it's got a very, very strong. It's very aggressive. It's very.
Okay.
And with take that elements.
Okay.
And it's a 4-player game, and so it's targeted. And
right.
It definitely does some very clever things.
Yep.
But I wasn't expecting the level of take that
right.
in the game. And when I go into a game being surprised by how much take that there is, I tend to not really enjoy it. So,
okay. Was the one in a positive way that you talked about prior to Essen that you've played that was
I'm trying
good?
to remember which ones I was talking about. But I know I was looking forward to Rajas of the Ganges. Right. I played that recently and really, really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay. So that's a good one.
Yep.
Right. So since you were last on the show, you've been doing a series of videos.
That's right.
Tell us a bit more, because for those people who haven't listened to previous shows, Matt does written blog. Matt's from Creaking Shelves. So if you're interested in his written reviews of games, it's creakingshelves.com. But tell us about the videos. Yeah,
well, I decided that I wanted to branch out into videos, but I didn't want to just do standard video reviews in front of a wall. There's plenty of people who already do that kind of thing. So I got together with a friend to do comparison videos. So each one of us, my friend Robin and I, take one game each on a similar theme, and try to figure out which is the best of the two. Okay. So give us some examples of games that you've covered in the videos. So one of them was Robinson Crusoe versus First Martians. Right, very similar mechanically, yeah. Exactly, yeah, based on the same engine, right? Yeah. We did Quadropolis versus Suburbia, which are different mechanically but same theme. Exactly. Right, okay. And one of you champions one of the games in the video, and is it a heated discussion that you have, or? Yeah. Okay. It's a scripted, lots of jokes, lots of Mickey taking. But scripted. It's scripted. Okay. Yes. Because I always find humour and comedy hard to do when it's scripted, but that's more of a me thing. A lot of sometimes it comes more natural. So do you deviate from the script when you're doing the filming? Yeah, we integrate ideas as they come up. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's the which is greater. That's right. So on the Creaking Shelves YouTube channel and on the Creaking Shelves website. Go and check it out. Season 1 is finished, which was 6 episodes. That's right. And Season 2 is being planned? In progress. In progress. About to start scripting, then we've been sorting out when we can get together to film over the next couple of months. Yeah. So we'll have another 6-episode season, hopefully. Right. Sometime soon. Okay, excellent. So let's talk about Handycon. So Handycon is a UK convention, which is where we both are right now. And yeah, it's snowing outside, so I don't know how we're going to get home. That is a slight concern. We may have to stay here and play games. Oh no, it's terrible. Especially because Matt's come here on the train, and UK trains are notorious for if there's any change in weather at all, that's it. Yep. They all stop working because we're not able to cope with it. Yeah. So Handycon is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got here on Friday night. Yeah, that's right. I'm working here, so I'm doing demos pretty much all weekend, as you would expect. I've played a couple of games of Dragon Castle myself, because that's a game I'm happy to play, and it's fairly easy. What have you been playing? It's been good. I came along with a prototype of Nemesis, right? Which is currently up on Kickstarter. I've managed to get a copy of that from John Perkis.
Yep.
Actual kindly.
So you have you played that before you brought it here?
I hadn't played it before I got.
Okay, right.
So I played one game of it.
Yep.
And it's okay.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So
it ran a bit long.
It was quite long.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's it's basically Alien.
It's Alien the board game. Even when you see the miniatures of the game, they look like the Alien. The front cover of the box.
Heavily inspired.
It's heavily inspired by.
Yeah. Running around an old decrepit spaceship.
Yes.
It's a very thematic game, right? And it's got some very nice little elements to it. Like there's noise things that appear as you're wandering around.
Okay.
It's only when the noise builds up to a certain level you realise it's a monster.
Right.
Okay. And then you get one out on the board.
Right. But now, wouldn't you say, because I was speaking to Luke, who was also playing the game, and he was saying that is it semi-co-op?
Yes.
Right.
And
see, that doesn't seem to fit for me with an Alien.
Oh.
Aliens?
No. Well, I mean, even in Alien, right? You got the robot,
okay. Spoilers.
Oh God.
Some people might not. It was 1979.
When is the statute of limitations?
Okay, so it's semi-co-op, and you can screw over your colleagues.
And it was, and some of that was an awful lot of fun.
Right.
We had a good laugh with it, and it's just I guess I still have concerns, which I often do with semi-co-ops, about how it doesn't quite drive you enough to cooperate. We found, but then these things are often very group dependent.
Yeah.
So I'm playing it again after we finish recording.
Oh right, okay. With some different people to see if there's a different experience.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. What else have you played then this weekend?
I competed in the Flam Rouge tournament.
Yeah.
At
how many players?
Handycon. There was 8 of us.
And how did you do?
I came third.
Okay. Top half.
Pretty pleased with. Yeah.
Was it different? How many stages did you play?
We played four stages that had been kind of custom designed by the guy who was running it.
Oh right, they weren't just ones out of the box.
Yeah, he made the tracks to have the same profile as the Tour of Yorkshire.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like he's put some effort into.
Yeah. So we were playing with the new Peloton expansion, which adds like the cobblestone strips. So he added those for where you're supposed to be going through the city.
Right.
Areas and hills in the right place.
Yep.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Good.
Absolutely fantastic.
I'm a big fan of Flam Rouge. Really like the game.
Yeah, I reviewed it when it came out and then I've still got it, but haven't had a chance to play it since.
Right.
And it was so nice to get to play it again.
Okay. I mean, it's relatively quick. So you played 4 stages
in it was about 4 hours.
Okay.
But then there was all the kind of
the admin
adding up
bits
the times
in between.
Yeah, exactly. In the scores.
Excellent. So so Handycon it's not just rooms of people playing games. There's Flam Rouge tournament. There's various other things going on at this place as well. So anything else of note that you've played this weekend? I mean, it is only Sunday morning, so you've got the whole of today as well.
Yeah. I've got to head home a little bit early, unfortunately. Right. But I've also been playing Altiplano.
Yes, you played that a couple of times,
I've played that twice, yes. Right. I have still not managed to play it with the correct rules, but...
Which is... I've heard the rule book's not great
it's
for
painful,
it.
And then it's a nightmare to reference. It's just walls of text.
Right. See, I made a decision when Altiplano was being played at BGGCon last November, and so many people were coming up to me saying, I wish you'd have written this rule book, which is, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
I can't do every rule book, and there are other great editors out there as well. But they basically said, it's diabolical, and most people who were playing it at BGGCon are playing it by the wrong rules, and some of them don't even realise they're playing by the wrong rules.
Yeah.
So I made a decision at that point that I'm not going to go anywhere near this game.
Okay.
Because even if you invite me to a game this afternoon, how do I know you're playing by the... So I'm just going to wait. Another editor in America, a friend of mine, Dustin, is working on the new rule book for Renegade. When that comes out, I'll then play the game.
Yeah.
And I'll get the game. Because I don't want the risk of playing by so much the wrong rules that it would affect my play of the game. But I see it being played everywhere. It's just who knows if they're playing it correctly or not.
Yeah. It's an interesting problem, really, because it's a really enjoyable experience playing it. But then I suppose you could just play Orleans and have a fairly similar experience.
Yeah.
I don't know Orleans well enough to do the comparison.
Right.
Yet. Maybe for a future episode.
Maybe for a future episode. It's got to be done. There's so many similarities between them.
Indeed.
So today's plan is I've been doing demos of Founders of Gloomhaven all weekend, which have been going down really well. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here demoing them, but what I did is I did scheduled demos of that, so people saw that it was happening and booked in, rather than just walk past and go, oh, what's this? I'll sit down and play it. So what that means is all the people that are booked in are already keen to try it and perhaps know a little bit about it, and that's worked out quite well. So nice. I've got one more of those today, and that's the last one, and then I've got some various other bits of stuff. I taught you how to play Agent Decker yesterday. Yes. Now, you've reviewed Superhot before, and Blight Chronicles Agent Decker is using a similar mechanic to Superhot. This actually, Agent Decker was designed first, was available as a print and play game, then Superhot came along using the mechanics of that, and now they're going back to that original game. So you played a quick prototype and you only played one stage of it. How do you think it compares to Superhot? Yeah,
it's really interesting. So I think I really liked the kind of core deck building mechanic of Superhot.
Right.
And it's kept a lot of that core. So mechanically, it's still interesting. It's still solid. And then it's actually added what's story, basically.
Right.
That was what was missing in Superhot, was kind of it's just arbitrary kind of mechanical targets.
Right.
Which were interesting to play against, but don't really draw me back. Whereas this, just that first stage of the mission had a little story behind it. Right? I was trying to break into the building, get over the fence, find the map, and then you were saying there's an entire narrative campaign that follows.
Yeah, we only played stage 1, but after stage 1, you have a choice. Do you go this way, which is stage 2A, or do you? So it's a 7-stage mission, but it's a non-linear storyline that branches off depending on the choices that you make.
Yeah.
Which ticks my boxes anyway. So I've been hired to write the rulebook for that game, and I wanted to just show it to a few people because the situation cropped up in our game that currently wasn't in the rules.
Right.
So I went away and asked him what happens in this situation, and that's how I feel more comfortable doing the rules for a game that I've played a few times myself, to see those situations that crop up. So so thank you for helping me with that. So that's it. Let's just wrap things up there, fairly short and sweet. Thank you very much for being on the show again.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
So there we go. As I say, just a very short interview with Matt on the Sunday morning while it was snowing outside, sat in the Holiday Inn at High Wycombe at Handycon. So I hope you enjoyed the short interview. There'll be more stuff coming from Gaming Rules over the next few weeks, and stay tuned for everything else. Thanks very much, as always, to the sponsors of the show, Games Law, to all my Patreon supporters, and to Jason Shaw at audionautics.com for the music used in this podcast. Until next time, take care, and thanks for listening.